asking students questions, I generally have one of two problems. Problem number one, nobody answers, and they just stare at me. Problem number two, they answer, but they're just kind of shouting it out, talking over each other, kind of not really giving a chance for people's voices to be heard. And that's just as frustrating, especially when you're doing collaborative activities where part of the point is for us to be building this together. So one thing that can be really helpful is to have a set of gestures that indicate to your students how you want them to respond. And just like any other class gestures, it's important for you to be consistent with the ones that you use, to teach them to your students, to practice them out of the context of an actual first activity. That, the activity you're doing is just practicing the action and responding in that way. And then to, at least for the first several next classes, kind of put a big focus on that and getting students used to working with those actions. So I have a couple of gestures that I use to let students know how I want them to respond. The first one is, if I'm raising my hand when I'm asking the question, that means you need to raise your hand to respond. And if you don't, it's like you don't exist. I don't need to get angry about it. I don't need to get frustrated. But the people who are raising their hands are the ideas that I'm going to acknowledge. It puts respect and consideration as a priority and lets those students who really do show a willingness to listen, lets them have their voice honored as well. Now, if I've got a kid who I know is a constant blurter and that they just self-control is something they need to practice. If I hear them blurt something out, I might just give them a little reminder that what I want them to do is raise their hand, even if they already shouted it out. And then very proudly call on them and thank them for raising their hand when I get their answer. The second action I teach my students is for when I want ideas. So I do this kind of gimme sort of action. And if I'm doing that, that means I just want you to say things. I just want you to toss them out. I don't care if it's right. I don't care if it's wrong. I might tell them ahead of time if I want English or Spanish, or if I don't care, if I just want ideas. In the lower levels, especially if they've got an idea and it's valid, even if it's in English, I'm happy for them to just toss it to me. And then for this one, when they've been shouting, you also have to teach them that when you do this, that we stop. I have all the ideas I need, and it's time to be quiet now. The third action, and probably the one that I actually use the most in my classes, is one that allows for extra processing time. So if my hands are like this, students know that that means they're supposed to be thinking about the answer to the question. And then when I finally finish the question and eventually go, I'm expecting everyone who knows or thinks they know the answer to respond. The last one, which is another probably common one, is to show them that we're going to be voting. And for this one, you know what, I'm going to stand up because I'm always good at standing up, because the movement itself is also kind of important to it. So if I say we're going to have two options, then I go physically stand option number one, and I say what it is. And then I go option number two, I move to a different spot. And if I had an option number three, I could walk you. So I had told them what it is, then I quick review. Option number one is this. Option number two is this. And then we go option one. Everybody who votes for that raises a hand. Option two. Everybody who votes for that raises a hand. And if I didn't feel like I actually got everyone answering, then I tell them, I don't think I saw enough people. I don't think I had enough voters. I'm going to do it again, and this time I want everybody to respond. And it's been pretty successful. So if you try these tricks, if you try these response indicators, let me know how it goes. And if you have any tips for improving them, let me know that too. So chicos, today we are going to be writing about part 2 of While we're doing our writing today, I'm going to be asking you guys for ideas, or for the answers really, to what we are going to be writing. Now, there are a couple of different ways that I might ask you questions. I need your eyes on me so I know that you're getting them. Because when I ask a question, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you an indicator of how I want you to respond. You'll probably figure it out. If I raise my hand while I'm asking a question, how do I want you to respond? Raise your hand. And if you shout it out when I got my hand raised, I'm gonna give you, no, not minus a point, but I will give you a little reminder. Because it's not that I don't want to hear your answers. It's just that I need to hear them in the right way to help things flow. Now, I might ask a question in a different way. I might ask it like this. And if I ask it like this, which is what, give me all your answers.
That means like milk.
That means milk.
That's what the babies do.
Yep. But that's not, I'm doing this, okay? I want all your answers. I want you to say them. I just want you to shout them out, as long as they are, you know, appropriate and make sense with what we're actually trying to do, right? Then other times, I'm gonna give you this indicator. What do you do when I got my hands way back here? You wait, you don't say anything, you're processing, you're thinking about your answer, because when what am I expecting? That everybody, that as many of you as know the answer are going to say the answer together. Okay, let's see how we do. Okay, clase. Parte 2. Parte 2, ¿sí? ¿Dónde? What is dónde?
Where?
Where? Thank you for raising your hand. ¿Dónde? Where? ¿Dónde están Hansel y Gretel en parte 2? Present.
One third of the house.
Muy bien. Clase, ¿qué prefiere? ¿El bosque o la casa? Bosque. Ok, vamos a votar. ¿Casa? Oh, okay. La mayoría dice en la casa. Okay. Leave a mouse. Cancel. Whoa. Y Gretel están en la casa. Clase, ¿es la casa de quién? ¿Es la casa de quién? Abuela. ¿De la abuela? ¿O la bruja? Sí. Ok. Hansel y Gretel están en la casa de la bruja. Ok.
Oh.
¿Dónde en la casa está? ¿Dónde? What is dónde? Where?
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. ¿Dónde en la casa está? You might need to look back to your words you wrote down yesterday. ¿Dónde en la casa? ¿Dónde están en la casa? Okay, en el bosque. I was thinking something different. En la celda. En la celda. Están en la celda. Oh no, están en una celda. Oh no. Clase, ¿qué quiere la bruja? ¿Qué quiere la bruja? ¿Quiere niños? ¿Quiere niños? Ella quiere hablar con los niños. Oh, ella quiere niños gorditos. Sí. Ok, clase. Clase. ¿Por qué? Pues ¿por qué? Why? ¿Por qué quiere niños gorditos? Ajá, quiere comer niños gorditos. La bruja quiere comer niños gorditos. Clase. ¿Sí o no? Hansel y Gretel están gorditos. ¿Sí o no?
No.
Un momento, voy a repetir. Hansel y Gretel están gorditos. ¿Sí o no?
No.
Uno, dos, tres.
No.
No, no, están flacos, no están gorditos. No están gorditos. Ok, ¿quiere comer niños gorditos? Los niños no están gorditos. Los niños no están gorditos. No, es un problema. Los niños comen. En la celda, en la casa de la bruja, comen y comen y comen y comen. Frase. ¿Qué? Pues qué. What? ¿Qué comen? Comida específico. Queso, ¿qué más? Pan, manzanas. Yeah, turkey, leche. Okay. En la celda, los niños comen. Comen pan, leche, manzanas, queso y pollo.
Turkey.
Do we use chicken? Do we use pollo yesterday?
That's
No.
What did we use? We said turkey? Okay. Y pavo. Comen pan, leche, manzanas, queso y pavo. Delicioso. Ok. Un momento muy importante es cuando la bruja habla con Gretel. La bruja habla con Gretel. ¿Qué dice? Entra en el horno. Sí, muy bien. Ok. Un día, la bruja dice, niña, entra en el horno. Niña, entra en el horno. Clase, ¿sí o no? ¿Sí o no? Gretel entra en el horno. No, Gretel no entra en el horno. Gretel responde. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? No comprendo. Oh, Gretel. Gretel no es estúpida. No, Gretel es inteligente. Gretel responde. ¿Qué? No comprendo.
Yo no comprendo.
¿Qué? No comprendo. Okay. Chicos, ¿qué ocurre? Gretel responde, no comprendo. Entonces, ¿qué ocurre? Cody? What is qué? What is ocurre? What occurs? Yep. Sí, Skylar. Sí. Y entonces, clase, I have a question. Es una opinión. Hay dos opciones. Opción 1, la bruja entra en el horno. Opción 2, Gretel empuja a la bruja en el horno. ¿Qué prefiere? Los dos son correctos. 1, 2, violentos. Muy violentos. Ok. Gretel empuja
Pushes the witch.
a la bruja en el horno. Oh, no. Gretel empuja a la bruja en el horno. Gretel sí, Gretel atrapa. Gretel atrapa a la bruja en el horno. Gretel atrapa a la bruja. Gretel atrapa a la bruja en el horno. Entonces, ¿qué ocurre? Para 8 horas. Por 8 horas, perdón, por
por 8 horas.
One in the patio or something.
Oh, I forgot that part. That's so good.
What part?
That's good. Bones.
Los huesos, ¿sí? Sí. Hansel y Gretel ponen los huesos de la bruja en un momento. Clase. ¿Cómo se dice the yard or the lawn in Spanish? The yard or the lawn.
Oh,
Patio.
El patio. En el
That's
patio.
where you found the snake.
Yeah, that's where
La
Sneaky.
serpiente.
Sí, mi serpiente. Yo
But his name
descubrí
is- his
mi
name is-
serpiente en el patio. de mi casa. No escapó.